Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Heart Warriors Tarot. My name's Deanna and this is going to be your daily energy reading for Friday, October the 25th. If you're used to my readings, if you've watched them before, you'll probably notice that the video camera is angled slightly differently. This is because yesterday's reading had the winter sun streaming across the cards and we couldn't see them properly, and it coming up to winter, it's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. So I've angled this upwards. The cards won't be quite as flat as you're used to, but you should still be able to see them clearly, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid the sunlight problem as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. These daily readings are for everybody, no matter what star sign you are. It's about how you resonate with them. Everything you need to know about these readings is in the description below. I have the Cosmic Tarot here, and this is the deck that I'm going to be using to do the reading today. But first of all, just take a deep breath, center yourself, calm yourself. Focus your mind and have a think about which area of your life you would like some advice and guidance on. I'd like to thank Great Spirit, our angels and guides, for being with us today and guiding this reading for the highest good of all. Bear with me as I get used to this setup. The cards are a little bit further up the table than I'm used to, so this is new for me too. Okay, see what the universe would like us to know for today, please. What would the universe like us to know for Friday, October the 25th? Let's stop there. Okay, that can be the first card, second, third, and let's take the card off the top for the overarching energies coming into play today. The Ten of Wands. So the overarching energies or theme coming into play today is one of overburden, perhaps feeling overwhelmed. Perhaps you're doing too much for yourself or for others. You may be carrying problems that are not yours to bear. You may also feel the duty to carry these problems and to do this extra work, whatever it is that you're doing that is perhaps more than you should be doing. You may be feeling that you want to in some way because you feel duty bound to do so. You feel like it is your burden to carry, in which case carry on as you are and know that you will reach the end of this tunnel eventually. But do consider if there's any of that load you can put down, if there's anything that you can change, if there's anyone you can say no to, because you may be reaching the end of your tether with it when this card shows up. You could also find that if it's been a bit of a hard, long slog for you, you are also reaching the end of it when this card comes up. So there is that positive aspect to this card as well. But this card always carries with it a sense of exhaustion, a sense of achiness and fatigue. So bear that in mind as we look at the more specifics here. We have the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of anxiety and worry here about something. You may be anxious about everything that you've taken on, or you may be anxious about having to put it down, about what will happen if you're not the one overseeing it, if you're not the one doing it all. Princess of Swords and the Six of Swords. Okay, there's definitely a call here, a very strong one, to leave your problems behind and move on to some kind of place of rest, retreat and sanctuary, which is what the Six of Swords represents. Moving on to a place where you don't have to be the one that does everything, where you don't have to be the one who is responsible for making sure everyone is okay and everything is all right. I feel like with the Princess of Swords here that at some point in the past you took the initiative on something. You're the one that had the idea to do it and you went ahead to do it, but it became much more than you planned for it to be. Perhaps you were really good at it, whatever it was that you took on, and other people then wanted you to do more and more and more. Or perhaps you found that whatever it was couldn't continue on properly unless you did more and more and more, or unless you were the one in charge. And therefore it became this very kind of strenuous thing that you were overburdened with, and perhaps caused you a lot of sleepless nights and anxiety and worry than it should have. Because with the Princess of Swords here, it seems to me that when you started on this road, it was a very energetic experience. You felt very fired up by it, very inspired by it, and perhaps you had a really good idea as well. But it is time to take a break from it. It's time to leave it behind and move on to where the Six of Swords is taking you, which is to a place of rest. It is to a healing place, a place where you can put your feet up and actually do a little bit of healing, move away from the troubles. And once you're there, you'll have the breathing space that you need in order to know how to approach this task next, because something needs to change here so that you're not in this frame of mind, and so you're not overburdened and exhausted and tired. So that, I think, is the very succinct message of these cards. I'm going to turn over one more for any advice or guidance that our angels or guides might like to give us about this particular situation. We have the Ten of Cups. Where is your happiness? Remember that when you started this, you started because you wanted to reach this place of fulfillment, this place of happiness, this place of home, this place that feels like you have everything that you need, even if you kind of don't. It's a fulfillment of the heart. Your guides are essentially asking you to look for this again and to remember that that might well have been why you started out on this path in the first place, and it needs to be what you're heading towards, if you like. It still needs to be your destination. It still needs to be your goal. So that is your advice. And like I said, it's a very succinct, clear and quick message. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like there's nothing more that I can say on that. That seemed really straightforward to me. I am going to lay more cards out in the extended video like I always do, just to see if there is more information that wants to come forward for anybody who would like that information. You'll find the link to the extension in the description below or in my bio. And if I don't see you over there, I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's reading.